Elon Musk did it again. Grok 4 Fast is out and it's an insane model. Today I'm going to show you all of the benchmarks, why this model is an important development for AI, and we're going to test it out completely for free because right now you can use it completely for free for a limited time. So the release Grok 4 Fast that delivers frontier level performance in various domains while being totally efficient on token generation, meaning it outputs less tokens than the previous versions, and they got reasoning and non-reasoning models inside a single model. One big thing is that it has amazing capabilities for web search, including X and Google, and also it has a 2 million context window. But that's not only that. First of all, we're talking about a unified, super fast model that doesn't output a lot of tokens. Now this is major, it costs way too less, it's able to complete your queries super fast and doesn't output loads of tokens, and it's very capable. So here we can actually see its cost efficiency. Here we see GPT-5 High, which is actually the leading LLM. We can see GPT-5 Mini High on the benchmarks, Grok 3 Mini High and Grok 4 compared to Grok 4 Fast. So on GPQA Diamond, it does exceptionally well. It matches GPT-5 High, and it's better than the Grok 3 Mini High and the GPT-5 Mini High. On the math dataset IME without tools, it's also doing better than Grok 4, even though it's a lot faster and cheaper. It's also outperforming all of the other, LLMs except GPT-5 High. On humanities, last exam, I think, I'm not sure if that's it, probably not, given the benchmarks, it's also matching the performance of GPT-5 High. On humanities last exam, with no tools, it does 20%, which is not something insane, but for such a small and fast model, it outperforms the other small models. And on live code bench, it's also doing very, very well, even better than Grok 4. That's very major. It lags behind GPT-5 High, but it's better than the other mini models. So that's a very huge, insane improvement for such a fast model. It's at the intelligence performance of Grok 4 in many cases, and it's a little better in some cases, but it's significantly cheaper and a lot faster. So let's see. What they've done is that they use reinforcement learning to maximize intelligence for this model. So one of the major things is the density of intelligence. With less thinking tokens, which means for you less cost, but also faster generation of the final response, they were able to reach a very good performance on various benchmarks. So that's very important. This model thinks less and is faster and is equal capable. So that's a very major step for reasoning models. Reducing the thinking tokens is very important while not reducing the smartness of the model. The more thinking tokens, there is a higher potential of hallucination. So this might seem minor, but it's a very, very important thing for the end user. It lowers the costs, you have faster final responses, and you reduce hallucinations, while keeping the performance and smartness of the model better or, equally good. So that's a very major step that a lot of people will not tell you is important, but it's absolutely super important. So this is about a 40% increase in the fast and token efficiency. Also, it's significantly less costly per token. So in general, in total, if you want to run, for example, the artificial intelligence index, which is a lot of benchmarks inside one run, you can get a 98% reduction compared to Grok 4. This is insane. You can see here on the x-axis the cost to run the intelligence in USD. And here you can see the intelligence performance. So Grok 4 Fast is not as much as Grok 4. However, it's a lot cheaper to run on the benchmark, which means that if they improve Grok 4 Fast with the same architecture and make it as good as Grok 4, it's going to be 98% less costly. In general, it's only going to cost a lot less. And comparing it to Gemini 2.5 Pro, Claude 4 1. Opus, or other cheap models, it's doing a tremendous job. It's leading a new frontier of cost to run intelligence, or let's say performance to intelligence. You can see it here. It's standing alone. It's insane. And we're going to see, that's a prediction from my side, we're going to see so many more models populate this upper left area. Gemini 3 is going to be around Grok 4 Fast. You will see it. Trust me. And you are also going to see GPT-5 bring faster models, cheaper models, somewhere around here. The only company that's probably going to be super costly is Claude. And this is pretty sad to see from their side. I think they cost so much and they will just be replaced by any other person if they cannot compete on costs. So on tool usage, this model is insane. Guys, it's able to use tools better than Grok 4 and a lot better than Grok 3. You can see here the jump in benchmarks that use tool usage, browsing the web, researching. So this is significant. We see that the tool use reinforcement learning they've done is very important and very fundamental. So Grok 4 Fast, at the end of the day, could potentially be a lot better model than actual Grok 4 because it's able to use tools more efficiently than ever. And in general, on LM Arena, it's like a leading model in terms of score and on the search benchmark, and it leads O3 search. So that's pretty insane. It also leads GPT-5 search, Grok 4 search, Gemini 2.5 Pro grounding. Like, this is important. It's doing a very good job in the text arena, not really lagging so much behind the other models. Again, this is a very small and fast model. There are various examples here that we can see it using tools, etc., etc. I don't really care about that. Also, it's important that reasoning and non-reasoning is in a unified architecture, which significantly lowers the training costs. Instead of having two models trained at the same time, they train just one. So they cut pretty much their costs in half. So that's very interesting. Well, not exactly in half because the reasoning models are just post-trained. But yeah, I think that's important, especially for inference. Maybe also I'm wrong. And Grok 4 Fast is available on Grok.com and the Android applications, and it's free for all users, which is very, very nice to see. And yeah, it's also available on OpenRouter and loads of other API providers. And looking at the cost, it's super, super cheap. We're talking for less than 128,000 tokens. It's costing so much less. It's like 20 cents and 50 cents for output per million tokens. And it's double that for more tokens. So I think this is pretty insane. And they say that they will continuously ship improvements to Grok 4 Fast based on the feedback. So that's very interesting. We're in a way seeing faster, better models continuously improved. But we're not done here. I got some more things to show you before we start testing it out. So we've seen all the benchmarks from the official query, and this is the artificial intelligence index. So here it's the fourth smartest model. All three costed too much, and it's a lot cheaper than it, while being just 10% worse. It's worse than Grok 4, which matches O3, but a lot cheaper, and also GPT-5 High, it's about 10x cheaper than GPT-5 High. So it's a smarter model and a cheaper model. And again, this is where it ranks up in terms of performance. So this is something very, very interesting to see. We're already starting to see this high quality, index of intelligence and lowering the costs. We're moving from this paradigm of costs over to this one. We're talking about same intelligence at 1/10 of the cost, at least. So that's major. Like, AI is starting to take over, guys. And this is something that we have to accept at this point. So it's a major release in my eyes. I don't know about its performance on real world tasks, to be completely honest with you. We are going to give it a small try today, but it seems that reinforcement learning, especially for tool use, for reasoning, is doing a tremendous job. So this is how this Grok 4 Fast is doing. So the model for reasoning is very, very capable. It's beating O4 Mini High on various benchmarks here, especially for easy tasks, and also Gemini 2.5 Pro. It's not as good for medium to high tasks. This is to be expected because it's a fast model. And the non-reasoning model is also doing a very good job versus the other non-reasoning models. So that's also very nice and interesting to see. In general, we see that small models are not that capable for very hard tasks. There's something there to unlock in terms of usage and performance, maybe some kind of paradigm shift, but in general, for 90% of the tasks, we're already seeing AI being super capable while being a lot cheaper. There are, of course, various issues that have to be improved, but I think this is a very big step towards the right direction. So how can we use it for free? Right now, they run promotional campaigns from Cursor to OpenRouter, even to Klein, which is an extension inside VS Code. On Grok.com, you can use it for free. But today, I'm just going to use Klein. Of course, you can use OpenRouter API with your own, I don't know how to say, with your own extension or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and ask it to make us two things today. Two things. We're going to keep it short, quick, and to the point. I don't want to waste any more of your time in today's video. I'm going to ask it to create a website for teaching Transformers web pages. Let's give it a try. So right now it's performing the API request, which for some reason seems to take a lot of time. Maybe it's just, maybe so many people try to use it that they have overwhelmed the servers. I don't know. While we wait, I will also go ahead and give it a try on Grok.com. Maybe we'll have a better chance here. So we're going to be using Grok for fast, and we can see how fast this model is. This is pretty incredible. The speed here is absolutely tremendously insane. Oh my God, it's really going super fast. I think it's about 300 tokens per second, which is very nice to see. Oh my God, I cannot even scroll faster than the model is writing the code. Okay, so we've got the final response. We can actually go ahead and try to see a preview of what it created. And this is the page. Okay, the page seems good. It doesn't seem so much as a web page. I really like this sticky note bar here. But I got to say it has a lot of, information inside the model. It has an animate attention and the derivation. It has some very interesting things that I have never seen from another model. So that's a positive. That's absolutely a positive. So I'm going to give it another request now that it's able to run so fast, and we can also preview the results inside the Grok application. Klein seems like it doesn't want to work. That's to be expected. It's fine. I don't care. I would love so much for it to bring us the results, but okay, we're going to stick to Grok.com in this case. So it's searching the web, trying to get information about how to perform this task. So that's interesting. Okay, so it starts writing the code. Oh my God, this is going so fast. This is going super fast. Okay, this is very nice to see. Up till now, this model seems really exciting. Okay, I really want to see a Grok code being updated with the Grok for Fast application. I think that would be tremendous. Maybe it's the same architecture. I don't know. Let's see a preview if that's possible. So yeah, we got this preview of a Pokemon Pokedex. Okay, it's just rotating it. I would say the result is not super amazing. Let's see if the search bar is working. It does. So, okay, it's an okay result. I think Quen did a tremendously better job on this one. But okay, I get it. Grok for Fast is not made for coding. It's not made for coding. So I will try just another request, just to get a sense of the quality of the model. But in terms of everyday usage, this seems like a very good option. You get fast responses, free to use through Grok. Oh my God, it finished just in 4 seconds. What the fuck? Okay, so let's see the Flappy Bird game. Okay, so the game, not perfect. There are so many errors. But okay, guys, for a $1 million output token and such a fast model, new release with no data from users to improve on it, I think it's solid. I don't know if I would say insane, but in general, all of the things they've done for it, maybe not for coding, but for other things, maybe it's very good and powerful. I would suggest that you try it out and let me know your opinion about it. I really want to listen to it. Let me know down below in the comments. Bye.